Hello, I'm back. Hi, everyone. Goodness, wow, I've been working inside all day. But thank you so much for tuning in. This is Kimberly Smith, CEO and founder of the Positivity Academy. I decided to take it outside. I thought that my reception, my connection would be better just outside on the back porch. So I'm coming to you again, CEO and founder of the Positivity Academy. I'm coming to you for live stream Cyber Monday. Thank you so much to Sade for allowing us to tune in and jump on this platform and to share some nuggets with some of the community members. So with that being said, you might be wondering what on earth is Kim talking about with this impact board. And I want to just say this. First, make sure you have a notebook ready because we're going to be doing some things that are a little interactive. So definitely make sure you have a board or a notebook ready to write some notes. And second, I actually talked about this during my Purpose and Profits Sunday night segment last night, and I'm going to share the same information with you all tonight or today. So let me go ahead and get started with this. The impact board is very important. Hey, Rebecca, I see you tuned in. The impact board is extremely important. And some of you may not have heard of an impact board, but you have probably heard of a vision board. If you're in this community, then you're a business owner, you're an entrepreneur, you're a leader, and more than likely you have heard of a vision board, right? And so to show you that I get it, I'm going to show you, guess what I have? This is my vision board. I actually designed this in last January at a vision board party, and I have a number of things on this vision board. I talk about my focus on building wealth. I talk about, hey Rebecca, I talk about my focus on being healthy, having a healthy lifestyle, having family night. I talk about my personal brand imaging that I want to have throughout this year and present, and I've really moved forward pretty well with accomplishing a lot of my vision board. But here's the thing, we have so much fun at our vision board parties. We have this opportunity to get together to cut out the words and images within magazines and paste them on a poster, and maybe drink on some sparkling wine or whatever you do at your vision board parties, and it's great fun. And for some of us, unfortunately, this board sits closed like this in a corner and it collects dust. The same dust that's being collected on the journals that we've written with all of our dreams and all of our ideas in it is so important to make sure that this vision board doesn't just start collecting dust. So the thing that I actually am starting to do, and I'll tell you what inspired this story at toward the end, but the thing that I'm starting to do is I'm developing an impact board. So for some of you, you're wondering, okay, what is the impact board? It's actually the same concept of this vision board, right? However, it's important that you really have a visual representation of everything you've been able to accomplish over the year. So there are two things that I've encouraged people to do before December 31st comes. So by December 30th, I encourage you to do the same thing. I want you to go grab a board, whether it's from your local Hobby Lobby, whether it's from Michael's or whatever your craft store is in your area. And I want you to follow the process as if you're creating a vision board, but I want you to identify the words, the images that reflect everything that you have accomplished over the past 12 months, okay? And I want you to paste it on the board. I want you to get a visual image. And, it's not about collecting a whole lot of boards. It's the exercise. It's the exercise of identifying that, wow, I've accomplished so many things over this past year. And you can use your vision board, if you have it still, as a guide of what to look for. So for me, for example, okay, I have big plans, power moves. And I've implemented some big plans and I've made some huge power moves. So I have evidence of accomplishing parts of that vision. And I can take examples of that evidence from the magazines and tape them onto the vision board. And I think it's important that we remind ourselves, and here's the story of why I even came up with this. I was having a conversation with a client who actually is benefiting from our I recently launched Measure Your Impact service line. And I told her, sometimes we get so caught up in those individual moments within our journey, those services that just don't seem to be selling, those programs that don't seem to be getting enough attention, the events that didn't sell out. And we somehow get caught up in that moment and think, well, wow, maybe I'm not called to do this. Maybe this isn't for me. Maybe I don't have what it takes. And I said, here's the thing. The reality is, if we get so caught up in those individual moments, those things will keep us stuck. Those things will put us in the box that we jump out of one box just to get into another. It's a mindset to realize that you can't quit on your purpose and you can't quit on your dream. So when you shift your mindset to looking at those individual moments or failures per se, or hiccups, to looking at kind of almost like an overall view of what you've accomplished, then you realize, no, somebody gets it. Someone is being impacted for the better. And I do have something in me. It's just being nourished. And then you also kind of put things in perspective and realize, okay, what phase of life or what phase of my business or my journey am I in? Am I in the building phase? And as someone, and I'm sitting in my home, obviously I work from home, you all know, sitting in my home that was built about 1.5 years ago, custom built, I will tell you, the longest part of the process of building this home was the foundation. Well, at least to me, it felt like that because I was pregnant and ready to get in my house. But the foundation can take a while. You have to make sure the ground has a certain quality, that it's firm enough to handle the weightiness of this home, this purpose that's going to come onto it. You have to make sure everything is smooth and leveled. You have to make sure you dig deep into the earth, and the heavier the house, sometimes the deeper into the earth you have to dig, right? So it's important that you have this foundation. So don't get so caught up in hanging up the towel or throwing out, getting yourself out of the race or sitting back on the bench because you're not accomplishing all that you wanted to accomplish so far. Recognize where you are in your process and be okay with it. Don't keep comparing yourself, and I don't know why I'm going here, but it's for somebody. Don't keep comparing yourself where you are in your process to somebody that's been doing the same thing for 20 years and excelling at it. Now, if you grow at an accelerated pace, that's great. And we will celebrate with you. But it's important that you don't belittle what you have accomplished because it doesn't look like or match someone else. So to help you with that, I encourage you to design an impact board. And again, the impact board is just another version of your vision board, but it's the actual proof of what you've accomplished this year. It's definitely important. We got some comments. Hey, Rebecca. Hey, Donnie. Yes, don't get caught up in those small events because really those are small things. And think about it. So I want you to just take a moment and think about it. So for those of you that still work in a corporate setting, right, like many of us, think about how long it took you to get to where you are within your career. So let's say you're making 6 figures, all right? What did it take for you to build that career to where you're making 6 figures? Think about it. I was talking to my husband about this, and it really has given me kind of a breath of fresh air as I even consider how I'm building my business and my brand. I told him, wow, to get to where we are now, we had to do a lot of work. We have bachelor's degrees. Obviously, we had a high school diploma. We got bachelor's degrees. We both have master's degrees. I had coaches to build my career in healthcare. I had sponsors that gave me job opportunities. They created jobs for me because they just saw the drive and the passion and the potential. I had mentors that guided me step by step of things to do. There are moments that I had with mentors that taught me skills that I utilize in my everyday life. Things that you can't find in a book. Things that you can't find sometimes even on within a master's degree program. Things that I just caught from being around people that were phenomenal leaders and have been doing it for 30 years. So it's important that I keep that in perspective. It took all of those things being in place for me to build this career. For you, it's going to take a number of things being in place for you to build your business and build your brand, right? So it's so important as you're building, and if that's on your vision board, if getting a great mentor, getting a great coach, obviously within this community, there are a number of coaches, and Sade is just the queen. I'm telling you, she's a phenomenal marketing coach. She's my marketing coach. I'm telling you, you have to consider what it took for you to build other things that are successful in your life and apply those same principles to your business and brand. One of those for me is the impact board. I was very clear on where I wanted to go within my career, so I did a lot of work to build it, okay? I did a lot of work to build a very successful six-figure career, and it's gonna require more so to build that business, right? One of the things that I did was I created a lot of visualizations. I as a single girl, you know, I had my own, bought my house, had the house to myself. So I had vision boards around my house. I had reminders. I kept notes that mentors gave me where they wrote they were proud of me. I still have some of those notes from executives of hospitals I work for, and I kept them on in certain areas in my home. Oh, the lighting's getting bad. The sun is moving. I'm on my back porch, you guys. So I had visual reminders of my impact, of my success at the level that I was, even as a young manager at 20, 21. I kept visual reminders of my success so that I didn't just look at, oh, I'm not in the C-suite yet. It was a reminder of what I've accomplished so far. You got to do the same thing, okay? So again, I love vision board parties, okay? And if you plan to host one in the Columbia, South Carolina area, let me know. I may come because they're fun. They're fun. Hi, Regina. They're so fun. But you got to do something with these vision boards. So, and for those that know me, have been following me long enough, or those that know me personally, you know that I'm a data person. I'm a performance metrics kind of girl. I'm big on using data to help me drive decisions, okay? That makes sense. So when I look at this vision board, and this is my vision board again for 2017, I pulled examples of these goals. I actually translated these images into goals. That's the first step. And then I put those goals on a plan, an actual strategic plan, and then I was able to actually measure my progress. Okay, so in addition to the actual board, the fun part, I want to encourage you to translate for 2017 your vision board into a personal strategic plan. Okay, translate it into a personal strategic plan, and you'll be able to measure your success throughout the year. So by the time you reach December 2017, you'll be able to easily pull together a fun impact board. You may even throw your own impact board parties. That's something we need to start doing, you guys. We need to throw our own impact board parties for our friends, families, colleagues, clients, to celebrate all that we've accomplished. Because why? We were successful and we measured our success throughout the year. Don't wait until the fourth quarter to start trying to measure your impact. You should be measuring your impact little by little throughout the year. Now, for you all, I believe that I do have a tool. If you're interested in it, I am trying to remember the bit.ly link. I believe it's bit.ly /personal strategic plan, but I'll get back into the comments and be sure that I include the link. But I do have a tool. It's free. It's just another one of my freebies that I give away. But you can actually use this tool as your own template if you need it. But I want to definitely encourage you, design your impact boards, and then that's for December 30th, design your impact boards. And then by January, when you finish the fun of designing these vision boards, then I want you to take this information and translate it into a dashboard. You need to start managing your life like a business and managing your business like the Fortune 500s do. And they measure their success throughout the year. Implement those systems now, and you'll see the results later. Okay, well, that's all I have for you today. I really just want to hop on quickly to share the tips on why everyone needs an impact board, how to design it. If you have questions, definitely let me know. I'll be sure to get into the comment section and include the link to that free tool that would help you. If you find it helpful, had a call coming in. Excuse me. I'll call you back, Stephanie. So when you find that helpful, send me an email and let me know, or you can post in our group, but definitely send an email to info@thepositivityacademy.com. Have a wonderful Cyber Monday. I wish you all the best success. Talk to you soon. Bye.